Interesting comment here about Spotify. Glad it worked out for you, but context. Spotify paid out $10 billion last year and only about 4% of artists made a living from it. Less than 1% hit big money. For most, it's not the net positive you're saying. That's because most of the artists, 96% of the artists who are releasing music on Spotify are just not good enough, essentially. Very, very high percentage of artists who are hobbyists or amateurs who are releasing music on the platform. There's something like 40,000 tracks released every day onto Spotify. There are just not that many good songs. There's no tastemakers. There's no one who's going to stop me from releasing music and getting it on Spotify. I could literally record anything as a song and put it on Spotify. You do not need to have like professional skills or whatever to be able to release music on Spotify. It's democratized music to such an extent that that is a net positive for any artist who wants to release music. That in itself, the democratization of music, and this is something that Spotify and streaming have, this is a new thing in the world. That is a net positive for artists because it means anyone can release music, but you have to be good enough. If you're going to make money from it, then you have to be good. You have to have good enough music that an audience of people want to listen to it, and enough of an audience of people want to listen to it. And like, I do have criticisms of Spotify because, like, for instance, Apple Music pays pretty much double or even sometimes triple the amount that Spotify does. But that's also because of the fact that Apple Music is a subscription-only platform, whereas Spotify just has many more users. I would actually blame the users. Like, I would blame consumers. Like, I blame people who are listening to the free tier on Spotify. One of the other criticisms I have of Spotify is that the streams are pro rata and based on stream share rather than it being based on a flat rate per stream. So that essentially means it's skewed in favor of like the top 1%. I think it's the pro rata stream is because of the fact of how the majors did their licensing deals with Spotify in the first place. So again, I wouldn't necessarily blame Spotify too much. I would blame the major labels in this. I think there needs to be more context and more awareness and more knowledge when people are actually just bashing Spotify. Another thing to add to this, in this $10 billion paid out last year, that is way more even than the CD era of music. That is, the music industry as a whole is making so much more money than it ever did previously. And that is because of Spotify. So that in itself is a huge win for most artists. Also, the amount of artists who are actually earning royalties from Spotify has tripled since 2017. So there's just more and more people making money from music than there's ever been previously, again, because of Spotify. So again, that is a net positive for artists.